Yeah! Okay, so I was fortunate enough tonight to see an advanced screening of Evil Dead Rise, which huge shout out to GC for the invite because this wouldn't have been possible without him. We were provided some very interesting gifts, such as Mom's Linguini and this cute little baby cheese grater. And before the movie even began, we had a nice little story time session that was unfortunately interrupted by some Deadites. But I just have to say, this movie felt like a return to form. Of course, I'm always gonna have love for the classics. There is no replacing Bruce Campbell as Ash, but this gave me a lot of what I wanted from an Evil Dead film. It was a little slow at the beginning, establishing characters and their relationships, but once it actually gets to the good stuff, it just goes full tilt. I will say that there are some scenes where the gore and overall horror feels relatively tame for an Evil Dead series, and then like the next scene after is just completely off the walls, just crazy. There's definitely some very memorable scenes that had almost the entire theater jumping out of their seat and screaming in terror. I know before I made fun of the new design of the Necronomicon, saying it looked very similar to Harry Potter's Beastery, but it was actually a lot cooler than I expected, especially when you get to the contents. There's also quite a few nods and references for the OG fans in regards to the old Evil Dead movies, if you're paying attention. And of course, no Evil Dead film would be complete without a one-liner, a boomstick, and a chainsaw, and I can happily tell you this movie has all three. The character Beth may not be the new Ash, but I can tell you right now she's an absolute badass by the end of the film in her own right. That being said, I had a great time with this movie. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I'll more likely be seeing it again once it releases this Friday. Wait a minute, Belial was there?